Welcome to Bazaar Tales, a magical, bustling marketplace where every stall hides a story and every day brings a new adventure. Bazaar Tales Episode 2, The Case of the Disappearing Bangles. It was a warm, shimmering afternoon in the bustling Indian bazaar. The air was thick with the aroma of frying pakoras and sweet jalebis. Vibrant fabrics fluttered in the breeze, while shopkeepers called out with their best bargains. Rafi, the beloved young shopkeeper with a clever smile, was gently polishing a set of sparkling bangles at his colorful stall. Children giggled nearby, and birds chattered above the rooftops. Everything was just as usual until a voice sliced through the air like a cymbal crash. "Rafi!" came the unmistakable call of Charulata Auntie, a lively woman with a bright sari and a louder personality. Rafi looked up with a grin as she strode confidently toward his stall. She waved her hands in theatrical distress. "You better have those bangles I picked out yesterday, the red ones with the golden trim. You promised you'd keep them safe." "Safe and sound, Auntie," Rafi replied, opening the special drawer where he had kept them. But his smile faded. The drawer was empty. Charulata Auntie gasped as though someone had stolen her very heartbeat. "Gone? Where did they go? This is sabotage. This is a scandal." Almost instantly, the bazaar buzzed with murmurs. Someone had stolen Charulata Auntie's bangles. Devansh, the mischievous boy who always had a trick up his sleeve, stood nearby with wide eyes and a nervous grin. Charulata Auntie narrowed her gaze. I've seen you sneaking around. Admit it, you took them." Devansh's eyes grew even wider. "No way. I was setting up a prank for Rajnath Uncle's stick, not stealing bangles. Ask Ishani." Ishani, the quick-witted troublemaker with a wild streak, stepped forward, twirling a string of beads around her finger. "Wait," she said thoughtfully. "I saw something shiny flying past Rafi's stall this morning. I thought it was a dream, or maybe I skipped breakfast." Rafi, calm as always, crouched down to inspect the area around his stall. There, by a sack of turmeric, was a single red bangle with a feather beside it. He looked up, thoughtful. "Feathers? Flying bangles? Unless someone has started a magic school, I think we're looking for a different kind of thief." Moments later, Rafi climbed onto the rooftop, navigating between strings of drying chilies and old lanterns. There, nestled between two loose bricks, was a cozy little nest made entirely of shiny things: bottle caps, earrings, hair clips, and in the center, the missing red and gold bangles. Sitting proudly atop the glittering pile was a vibrant parrot, its feathers shimmering like painted silk. "Shiny! Pretty! No bargain," the parrot squawked. Rafi chuckled. "A bangle thief with taste. You've outbargained even Charulata Auntie." With the bangles safely in hand, Rafi returned to the stall just in time to calm Charulata Auntie's rising storm. She stood arms crossed, ready to file a full bazaar complaint. Before she could speak, Rafi presented the bangles with a flourish. Perched on his shoulder, the guilty parrot let out a sheepish squawk. Charulata Auntie's eyes widened. "Ayo, you mean this fashionable feathered thief took my bangles?" The parrot hopped onto her shoulder and rubbed its head against her cheek. She sighed dramatically, but smiled. "At least he has taste." Peace returned to the bazaar, though not for long. Devansh finally pulled the string he'd been waiting on all day, and Rajnath Uncle's walking stick let out a puff of bright confetti. Instead of being angry, Rajnath Uncle burst out laughing. "You call that a prank? You missed my mustache wax collection. That's where the real treasure is." Laughter echoed across the market as the sun dipped a little lower in the sky. The parrot flapped back to its shiny perch, and the bangles gleamed once again under the golden light. In the heart of the marketplace, Rafi adjusted his scarf and returned to his seat. Another mystery solved. Another day in the bazaar. Because in this market, even flying bangles can lead to flying surprises.